Yo guys, what's going on? This is Croma coming at you with another video. Today we are going over Valorant patch notes 1.02. So today we're just going to be going over what's going to be going on in the new update of Valorant. First line is just a lot of big news here, guys. Ranked is being added back to the game, of course, and instead of the final rank being Valorant, the top rank is now Radiant. So if you guys do know, previously in the beta, the top rank was considered Valorant, but now it seems that there was a little confusion with the top rank being the same name as the game, so they did change it to Radiant, which honestly I think is a lot better. I think it sounds better, it makes me want to get it more, and yeah, I think it's a great addition to it. So going down here, we have tagging. So when you tag, it's basically just a slowing effect whenever you get shot. So anyways, tagging, the slowing effect you feel when hit by bullets, has been adjusted, in part to up our chances of escape. If you're near cover, we can't help you much if you're dancing in the open. So basically, if you're in the middle of a door and you're getting shot at, you got no chance. But if you're at the edge of a door and you're just trying to peek right around the corner to get away from somebody, you have a much higher chance. You know what I mean, guys? It's definitely a buff to the game. It's gonna give you guys a much better chance when fighting enemies shooting at you. Lots of love has gone into improving the menu UI. Might be jarring at first, but we believe it's for the better. It's worth studying tweaked areas for all maps, which should relax the desire to exhaust abilities at certain locations. Okay, so it seems like there's definitely some map changes that they are adding in the update. Maybe it means something along the lines of making sure you're not using all of your abilities in one specific spot. Maybe it's just a slight change that might make something that worked before not work now. So that's definitely how I took it when reading it. But definitely, guys, let me know what you think they mean by that down below. So scrolling down, we actually have a bunch of agent updates, and this is probably what you guys are most excited about. This is what you guys are here for, so we're just going to jump right into it. So starting off, we have Viper. Toxic screen now burns through walls, placing emitters at all valid locations over its length. Viper's toxic screen is a potentially strong vision slicing tool, but its access was, well, terrible, making it only useful in a few spots on most maps. This should allow Viper to cut up sites, maps, and other unique areas to either fake or help take ground. So this is definitely a huge buff for Viper. She did need a little bit of a buff. Her ability was great, but it really wasn't. It wasn't where it should be compared to the other operators or agents in the game. Okay, so it says Snake Bite. Snake Bite, taking damage will make a player fragile for a short time. Fragile is a debuff that doubles damage taken. Note, the total damage is unchanged and the damage is lowered, but Fragile increases it. It all evens out. With Viper applying decay on her smokes, but only providing moderate chip damage on her area damage skill, pushing through it was hard to punish. With Fragile, Viper's team should have a big advantage on anyone if they fire on pushing enemies. It's definitely, they're really looking at Viper, it seems like. It really seems like Viper seems to be their main focus of this update, which I'm not against. Viper did need some work. Poison Orb activation cooldown is increased from 0.5 seconds to 6 seconds. We like Viper's unique ability to do one-way smokes, but some of the locations could create places where it was suicide to push through, and increased windows should keep this viable without eliminating the strategy. Okay, so definitely this update is very strongly pointed towards Viper, but we are going to move on to Jett. Her Blade Storm now refreshes when used to kill Phoenix during Run It Back. So basically, when Phoenix uses his ult, and Jett kills Phoenix, it will actually give back Jett every one of her knives. So that's definitely a buff for Jett, and I am a Jett main, so I definitely appreciate that. Now next up, we have Reyna. Soul Orbs are now spawned when Reyna kills Phoenix during Run It Back. Okay, so that's definitely a buff for her as well. I don't play Reyna that much, but if I were to get into her, this is definitely something I would look forward to when playing as her. Now, it seems like Cypher has a little bit of stuff done to him. I'm going to read these off now. Fixed an issue where Spycam blocked spike defusal. Fixed an issue where players could place a cyber cage on a trap wire. Added prevention for Spycam going through teleporter doors on bind when placed on the frame from the outside. Well, it doesn't really seem like Cypher's really getting buffed at all in this update. They're just fixing a few bugs that did pop up. The Spycam can just no longer block the spike defusal, and that's definitely a nerf for him, but it wasn't meant to be in the game anyway, so they're just fixing something that was meant to be fixed as is. And then this issue here where you could place the cyber cage on a tripwire, yeah, that's definitely needed to be taken out of the game. And then if you guys saw, there's a bunch of clips of spy cam where you could look through teleporter doors. It was a little bit overpowered, so they had to take that out of the game as well. Now, it does appear when using smoke in the game, they did edit it a little bit. It says adjusted tuning around screen effects while exiting and entering smokes, decreased blind fall-off value, decreased nearsighted intensity. Okay, so definitely a change to the smoke tuning. The previous tuning for smokes made it far too punishing for players to push through and take a calculated risk, really encouraging them to be used as a powerful defense shell tool. This is a massive buff to the weapons here. It seems like the first one, just reading it off the bat, crouch walking accuracy is now increased from 3.45 to 4.1. So that's definitely good news for you guys that do like the crouch walk aim. Personally, I've been trying not to do it as much, but whatever floats your boat. Walking accuracy has been decreased from 6.4 to 4.4. It seems like they're trying to make the game a little more difficult. It seems like they're trying to make it a little more like CSGO. If you guys know, if you guys walk in CSGO while trying to aim or shoot, it is near impossible to kill the guy unless you just get a lucky headshot. Running accuracy has been increased from 3.5 to 6.4. So it does appear that when you are running, right off the bat, the first shot that you shoot should be a little more accurate than it typically was before in the past. Almost double. Now, competitive mode is going to be available during the patch. Changes since closed beta is its updated rank iconography. New name for top rank is Radiant. I mentioned that previously in the video. Expanded skill disparity range for playing with friends and rank placements. It says there's an added Battle Pass text button in the nav to make it easier to find. Added small progress bar below text shows progress for current level of pass. Hovering Battle Pass in the nav shows a peek flyout of upcoming pass rewards. Clicking either goes to new Battle Pass section. Okay, so it just seems like they just changed the layout a little bit of it. Makes it a little more clear, easy for people to find. Okay, so this is definitely something big for you Reyna fans. If you guys did know, Reyna could not use her ability when practicing against the bots in practice mode. So now it appears that they now can properly spawn soul orbs. So these soulless bots that we knew in the beta and that we knew all in the beginning of this whole entire game, it seems to appear that now they have soul orbs that you can use when using Reyna. Jet, killing practice bots, now properly refreshes Bladestorm. Okay. This is also very good for me because I do play as Jet as a main, and when practicing it does feel a little off because not everything's accurate to how it would be in a real game. So it appears with the performance updates, they optimize a worst-case performance scenario that occurred when multiple players are moving close to one another. Optimized multi-kill streak banners. Optimized player health bars. Optimized creation of ping. Z-ping, ping will when all allies die, etc. Optimized spawn barrier, audio causing periodic frame rate dips. 1.01 hotfix resolved an issue that was causing low memory system with slow HDDs to perform especially poorly. Now, there is a lot to read with the bugs, so I am just going to leave a link in the description of the patch notes for this update. Now, at the bottom here, we have known issues. It says competitive match overtime on this patch will be resolved using sudden death, which we know is unfair. I'm not even going to try reading that word. We're actively working on replacing this with a more fair solution. We've discovered issues in our routing software causing more players in Sweden to be incorrectly placed by our Istanbul game servers, and this is likely causing a small number of players elsewhere to also end up on the incorrect game servers. The fix is deployed to our Stockholm networking gear, and we're deploying fix globally this week. Okay, so they're definitely just fixing stuff globally around the world because this game is huge. A lot of people want to play it. There are a lot of errors in the game that they could fix. It looks like they fixed a good bit here. I'm going to have to read through this in my free time because that is a lot to read for the video, and I'm trying to keep it simple and short for you guys. So I think that's going to be it. We're wrapping up the patch notes. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.